Hi. Today, Miles and I, say hi, Mai. You want to say hi? We're going to talk a little bit about gratitude. Gratitude is so important. I think sometimes that we forget to appreciate so many things in our life that we may take for granted. I do it, and I'm sure you do it as well, too. And on those other days when we wake up and we feel grateful and we're aware of thinking of all the people in our life and situations in our life that we feel more grateful, and I think we feel better. I remember years ago when I was working in an inpatient psychiatric unit. I'll never forget, I was running group for people, and on this one particular day of doing group, people were talking about things, they were complaining about things, as often we find ourselves doing. And one man said something complaining about his wife, and the man next to him said, "Wow, you have a wife? That must be nice." And the other man said, "Yeah, but it's not always great." And then someone else went on to complain about their apartment. And the person next to her said, "You have an apartment? You're so lucky. I have no place to live right now." And it went on like this. And it was so amazing to me because it just really made me realize that so often the things that we complain about, someone else would be so grateful to have. So why don't you today think about some of the people in your life that maybe you take for granted a little too much. Usually people that we live with, sometimes our relatives, our closest friends, our coworkers, teachers, kids at school, coaches, our mailman or mailwoman, sorry, grew up like that. Anyway, think about those people and let them know how much you appreciate them. Maybe someone went out of their way to do something for you. Maybe somebody stood up for you. They listened to you. They made time for you. They just made you feel special recently. Maybe somebody, helped you in a way that really meant a lot and you didn't get a chance to let them know. One of the things I love about cell phones is you can send a text and just say to someone, "Thanks so much," as I just did. "Thanks so much to a friend for buying me a cup of coffee today. Thanks so much for listening," we might say to someone. Kids can go home and say to their parents or whoever they live with, a grandparent, I really appreciate all that you do for me. I haven't told you in a while." We can tell our kids as well how much we appreciate them and tell them something specifically you appreciate them about. I don't think we get tired of hearing that we're appreciated. I really don't. And I think it can mean the world to somebody to let them know. And I also think it really does a lot for us when we are feeling gratitude and appreciative for things in our life. And we stop taking so many things for granted. It shifts the way we feel. Say, "Wow, I got these dogs." Well, you see Miles anyway, and Cody. But I appreciate them a lot, and I try to let them know too. So when you walk around with that attitude of gratitude, it really makes a difference in how you live your life. You go around looking for more things that you appreciate. Instead of complaining as much, you're sharing with people how happy you feel because you're grateful for the things that you have. There's so many things that we have in our society that other people don't have that we do take for granted. So every once in a while, it's really good to slow down, sit down, and write down on a piece of paper or in your notes on your phone or any way you want to do it, or just say out loud as you're driving, "I'm grateful." Maybe you're sitting in traffic and you can say you're grateful that you have a car. You're grateful that you're coming from your job that you may have. You're grateful that you have a place to go to sleep in. Anything like that can make such a big difference. So here's to feeling gratitude and having that attitude of gratitude. And I'm grateful that some of you are listening to my blog. I really appreciate it. Miles, want to say bye? Bye-bye. Take care.